Hello, peoples of the internet, and welcome to this video where you join me from the humble throne in my summer car. Well, yeah, admittedly, this video hasn't quite gone as I expected it to. I didn't expect to begin with a humble throne, but that's the way things have happened. Also, the van is facing this way. Strange things have happened, including me falling through a sewage hole. He doesn't seem to have paid me. Okay. Wow. Crazy things are going on. And it's messing with all my clips, deleting other ones. But I've got enough to work with, I think, and enough to make another episode from. So, what you'll see is basically that. It's not perfect video and editing and all that, but it's going to be by no means unwatchable. So enjoy what we've got in store, and you'll also see why my van has all this stuff in the back. I don't think you can sleep in this van, which is strange, because that's surely not much worse than sleeping on the Satsuma thing. Anyway, I think I'll just take the van down there. It's a fairly light, agile vehicle, at least compared to the truck, so should get there in relatively little time. As you'll see, I did leave the pistons somewhere. Does that say piston 3? Let's start with piston 1. That'll be on one of the edges. That edge, actually. So then 2 should be here, yes. 3 should be here. And 4 should be here. Now, as I say, I might have already done these bolts earlier, but I do have to go through just to be sure. Come on, where's the grab? Can't seem to open it. Unless that's it, F I need to use. Then we can go into tool mode, where we need to find a screwdriver to start cycling through. See if there's anything here. Crouch to the lowest level, like I just was, but I didn't realise. Now, try another one. Nothing's coming up yet. I'm aware I missed one in the toolbox. I'll go back to that. Come on. Whoa, I found something. It's already tightened. That's why you do it, just to be sure. Ooh. Again, just to be sure, I just found a bolt thing that was, I think, on another component, but I hadn't tightened it before. Even though I was pretty sure I was done and dusted with this entire engine as of yet. So, it's always good to just double check over your work, because that part would have probably fallen out if I didn't do that. It'll probably fall out anyway, knowing my luck, but still, we've got to try everything. Come on. Hurry along. Yeah, just ignore the Satsuma boot lid. I'll deal with that in a moment. Yeah, I'm just constantly scrolling to make sure if I do find anything I can kind of tighten it. And then I think this is the last one. So yes, I think they were the ones we tightened earlier. I'm not certain though, if this engine blows up it could be a horrendous disaster, but it does seem like I've somehow tightened stuff in advance. You go over there. It didn't quite fall into a pit of shame. No wait, actually, sorry, you do have to go into a pit of shame because you annoyed me so much now. Hey, I said go in the pit of shame. There we go. He's dealt with. Now what else do we have? Now we have to go to build a head of sorts. I think the cylinder head, yes. This seems pre-assembled, which is definitely convenient. Ah! What am I doing? Losing control of myself. Right, so I think this is going to be a smaller screwdriver, but I'm not certain. Come on. Ah, I see six little screws. No, more than 6. 10 I see even. Little screws here that could be in need of tightening. I could probably chance it without tightening them, not that I would want to, because my engine would explode. Come on. Ooh, my hunger's going up. I think, to be safe, I'll have to go to town after I've done this and see what I can do about myself there. Oh yes, caught it. I was almost convinced it wasn't the white spanner, but it was. Tail light, actually. I'll do the tail light, and that'll definitely be the last part we'll do. Come on, tighten. So, come on. We have 5 more on this side. I think for the cylinder head, that's all we've got to do. Come on. Takes a while. And my hunger's not exactly going down, neither is my thirst. Or my dirtiness. But we don't have time to have a sauna bath. Come on, in there you go. Right, let's carry the tools. And see if we can finish off the tail light of sorts. Right, we've got 2 of them. We'll only be doing 1 today, because I'm seriously getting worried about my statistics. Whatever side this is, left. I think I know which side to do this then. It should be chrome though. If you could paint the tail lights chrome, that would be a feature I would approve of. Do they need tightening even? They might just pop in. I don't know. I'll come back to it. I honestly don't have the time to try and investigate. Just get in the van while it works. I don't have near as much money as I should. Now, if my truck is here, that would be pretty useful because I could just use that. But I think it's still in the town. Come on, ignition. And we should start. Sometime, please. This is an automatic too, that helps. And we go. Off on our adventure. Oh dear, I forgot how bad this was on the grass. Downshift. And do a horrible upshift, that'll probably destroy my transmission. What have we got up here? No truck. So it's not reset my truck over here. We could chop some wood. But again, vital statistics need filling. Oof, that was not a comfortable sound. I'll return when I get to the town. Okay, so by the looks of things, OBS was about as drunk as I was here because it recorded the video fine but just refused to record the audio. Anyway, I've bought a load of food from the shop now. That all went well and good and everything, and I left a few stuff behind that it wouldn't go in the bag because I'm hoping they're there when I return, since I only hitchhiked to the shop. So I need to somehow get home with only 1 bag, since that's the only thing I can carry. I can't carry multiple things at once. It may be possible, but I think the hitchhiking car will just drive off by that point, especially since you have to at least wait a short while for him to pick you up at a certain road, because certain roads he just avoids, the main intercity roads near the shop and such like. Now you'll see on the car, or in the car rather, the character is just sitting there doing nothing. You don't have any control. Instead, that's the job of the driver, who has to just drive you across all kinds of roads until you get home, or in my case, to the van, where I can resume my day as normal. He's not a horrible driver by any stretch of the imagination, he just does go a bit fast. Considering he's supposed to be drunk, that isn't bad though, it must be said. But anyway, without further ado, I'll move on with this video now. Okay, so here you'll see that I'm just driving along to get home. The green car has already been to my house, so he's just turning around and continuing on his merry way. But I need to take my van home, because it isn't preferably that I just leave it at a junction. Yeah, I really want it outside my house and ready to use, especially since it's got all the food in it now. We just drive along roads until we get to my house. Quite simple job now. It's not one of those places on the map where I can easily crash a van. I have been stupid before and just crashed the van into a pool of water and essentially drowned it because I'm not very good at driving. But anyway, we arrive home. And at this point, there's not really anything to do other than to just go to sleep. Ready for the morning, and then I can have some more food and be on my way. I guess. Although I do think I have a drink from the tap. That's one thing. Just trying to recall all of this because the audio has completely gone to pot. You can sleep on this chair as I'm showing now from the back seat of a Satsuma. Or it is the back seat of a Satsuma, should I say. And I'm just going right to bed. No drink for you tonight. And we'll wake up in the morning with hopefully some way of building the car up. I found the hall light, which then allowed me to find the kitchen light. So we're not entirely doomed there. Now we have the fridge and we have some food in our van where it's really dark out here. Probably darker than it should be. And we're in the Satsuma, I think. Can we get out? Boy, do I hope. I can't see what I'm doing. There's so little light here. I guess I'll have to wait until I eat something. But we have got most of our needs sorted. We're a little dirty, but other than that, most of them for now are sorted. And here we have the engine as it is in its current state. I'm just thinking we could urinate. Yeah, let's urinate into the pit. I stole your idea, Failways. What are you going to do about it next? I'm going to paint my car orange, because you've been painting yours blue, haven't you? Stealing my ideas. That's my weird idea of revenge. Peeing into a pit. Ah, I'm in the pit full of urine. Get me out of there. Oh dear. No, why am I spending so long in such a disgusting pit? And in this case, it's a literal disgusting pit. Now, urine is sorted. What else? Engine bits. Okay, I have to vaguely work out where things go. Now, this goes somewhere in there. Maybe it's supposed to go on top of the cylinder head. Underneath, sorry. Then, I'm not sure, really. I know the crankshaft you had to do first, but that one, no, that just goes on top. That's good. I've not completely messed up as badly as I thought I had. Now I have to somehow get into this toolbox. Come on. Grab just came on at the wrong moment. Tool mode. No, I said tool mode. There we go. Isn't life easier when you listen to me? Now, I have no idea which screw to use, but I've done it. I mean, spanner, yes, that was it. But I got the right one either way. Now, you can go in, and that's most of them done. One more after this. It does look like a pushrod engine. I thought it was overhead cam before, but it turns out I'm wrong. Okay. What else have we got to add? I wonder, we've got something above that, surely. Yep, they're all tightened. Good, good. Hand mode. We've got a radiator. That doesn't go on yet. I think that goes on when it's in the car. We do have the header. I'm not sure how this will go on. There we go. Just gave me a tick. That's something that needs to go on anyway. Goes on that side, actually. I thought it was the other side. Now, I probably need a different size. No, we don't, actually. This is the correct one, coincidentally. To the west of the head. I think we've got another one down here somewhere. I just saw peeking. There we go. It likes to hide, but it is there. What other bits? You need to go on there. Do we only have 4 of them? It is possible, I guess. But I'd think if I was designing this engine, it would be secured in the middle somehow. And we have got that. Have we got another one below that hiding somewhere? Because again, if I was designing this engine, I would probably do something like that. But no, it was unnecessary. It's just that I like the detail. Attention to detail, should I say, that it could provide. Now, I think we're finally at the point of just adding all these other little bits around the engine. Christmas lights are back up there, where you're not supposed to be. So you can go against the paint. Well, that's a pretty good aim, actually, given I weren't really trying. Now, I do have to go back to the fuel stop thing and see if all my stuff's still there. Also, I could maybe put the dashboard on. I think I'll leave it until I know I've got the steering rack and everything sorted, but it can wait out here with the car. Now, seats are there. We've got all the basics we need to get the car going. We just have to put them together. Carburetor, does that... I don't think that goes here, does it? Yeah, it does actually. It just snaps right on there. So it's... I think it's a 2-stroke engine, but it looks like the intake and exhaust is in one. I could be wrong there. Or actually, no. I think the fuel goes in the kind of worsted pipes, and the more aluminium looking, slightly less worsted pipes is where the air goes in, hence the carburetor. I kind of know what I'm talking about here. Just not very well. Now, you can go there. Now, the inevitability, though, is where there's intake, there must be exhaust. So, where that exhaust is hiding, I'm not certain. But there's got to be an exhaust hiding somewhere on the shelves. An exhaust of sorts. Come on. Maybe it mounts to the car as opposed to the engine. That is possible. The way the game sorted it like that. But I'm not sure. We do have those spark plugs, not injectors. Now we have a rocker cover and a head gasket. I think while we're at these parts, maybe we should put them on. I don't know. Actually, we do have the spark plugs, remember. We should have 1 to 4. So, I don't know where these go specifically. Do I... Wait, actually, I'm just thinking. I've lost a spark plug. Someone help. First world problems. Well, maybe not first world, but it's still a problem. So, we have to hopefully put the head gasket somewhere. Where can you go, head gasket? I'll work it out. Okay, so I've returned with a fixed head gasket, which I've had to take this stuff off and then re-add it. I did eventually realise it was right-click to remove things. Took me a while to figure that out, and I eventually figured it out by accident. But anyway, we also have the spark plugs on the side there, as I might mention. I think, for now, we just have to put this on, and then that's the main engine done. So, we've got that. Have we got a screw? No. Not yet, because I just reopened the game. So, where are we going to... Mode 1 are we in? I'm trying to find a way to open a toolbox. Not your regular problem. No one taught me when I was younger. Anyway, here's our engine, there's our car, which hasn't got an engine at the moment. I'm going to try this size, if I'm in the right mode. Come on. Am I in tool mode? I'm in tool mode, but I didn't want to pick it up. No, not that one. There we go. Second time lucky. I think this is the same size as the other parts used. I just suspected they would change it by one size to throw me off. But apparently not. Apparently that isn't the case. We've got some rust on this engine. That must be said. It's not the cleanest engine in the world. Of all kinds of rust and whatnot. But as long as it functions. It's a cheap engine. I mean, you're not going to throw millions of pounds at repairing and replacing bits when you could just put a new Honda engine in or something. I say new, I mean 20 years old, but it's newer than this nonetheless. And new by the time this game is set. It's set 1995, so back then there would have been, was it Honda Integra engines? VTECs and stuff. There would have been the VVTi in the MR2 as well. Toyota engine, but similar kind of ordeal. Now, where does this go? Ooh, I saw a tick. Tick, where are you hiding? It flashed for the briefest of moments, and then it said, "No, I'm going away now and hiding from the world." If I rise up, will it? There we go. Caught it before it was too late. Now, we need number 3. No, number 2. No, we don't need a number 2 in the garage. We need a press the number key. Number 2. Okay, you can sit there. Now this isn't the right screwdriver. Spanner, even. In the right mode. That would be preferable. We're not drunk yet, and now I'm going to give myself ideas as to what to do. I think that's just one screw to hold him in. So, what else do we need? Fuel. I think that connects to the car chassis itself. Now, timing cover. I think that's something we can attach, but not right now. Okay, what else we got? Starter motor. I think this can attach somewhere. Did I see a tick? Or is it just a hand? I'm crawling around the floor here, just trying to get bits of the engine. I vaguely know what I'm doing, honest. Maybe that attaches to the car as well. We have the crankshaft pulley though. Yes, that attaches on there. That can wait if it's not the right screwdriver. Spanner. I confuse the two constantly. No, we haven't got a camshaft. Can we just sneak this in? If we can't, I would be extremely annoyed. There we go. I don't think there's any screws for that. Drive gear. Now, I'm pretty sure this goes onto the car. Now, there's that. That could perhaps accept the starter too. It accepts something. And the phone's going off. I'll get it later. Whatever those are, I think they're to do with the gearing and the clutch and all that. So, in due time, they will come. Camshaft gear. Tick. Now, hopefully we can find the right spanner again. And this engine is looking a lot nicer than it did look quite a while ago. It didn't even look like an engine back then, but now it is beginning to look like an engine. Now, don't tell me you've given them different spanners. It's ridiculous. I've forgotten even what that one used now, although it's probably too late. Come on. Yeah, this is going to be the longest spanner find ever, I think. It would help if that was closer. Hey, we're moving this. And number 2. Phone's going crazy. So you can go in there. And that's not quite our engine. Well, I saw a tick. Ah, so that attaches to that. I don't think they attach together, but we've made an interesting discovery. Ooh. Where are you going? Does this go on the transmission? If I can find where that transmission is. Well, it goes on there. That's for sure. Phone's going off again. Come on, I'm seeing the tick, but it doesn't seem to be connecting. It just doesn't. There we go. That's what it wanted to connect, yet for some reason. Now, what do we have here? Ah, the engine's fallen over. That's not what you generally have as a problem. Just the engine randomly falls over because you hit it with a clutch or whatever. Wow, look at that. That's a miracle. We just got it to stand on its own like that. Maybe not quite a miracle. Can we tip it over? No. We're a ghost, aren't we? You'd think I know this stuff by now. Engine plate. Now where can this go? I think I might know. I might have made a stupid mistake. Distributor. Have we got anything else that needs connecting? That's drive gear. I think the distributor's something to do with the carburetor. But again, I think we're going to leave the engine here for now. So, I'll return another day. But for now, I'll leave you with this beautiful engine throw and say goodbye until another day.